Have you ever heard of a soul tie? What is that? I'm writing about it today on Substack, but it's not what you think. In my post, I'll go into a little bit more detail, but the TLDR is this. A so-called soul tie doesn't really have much to do with another person. It's really just the attachment that you form in a great relationship that you don't want to end. But it's not about that other person. When I was breaking up with someone great a few years ago, I was also going through a spiritual awakening at the same time. I was having vivid dreams and some psychic experiences during my waking hours. It spooked me a little bit, but I was already on a healing journey, so I was moving intuitively into a place of what can I do with this? What is this trying to bring up for me? What's being triggered right now? When the algorithm found out that I was going through a breakup, I started seeing a lot of attachment style content, dating coaches, and tarot card love readings. They were talking about twin flames and soul ties. I understood intuitively this was not a road I wanted to go down. This was not my rabbit hole. But I started to get to know some of the people, some of the women that were reading from these cards. On a human level, I resonated with these women. Now, some of them were just selling love for profit and using cards to do it, but some of them were real. Some of them were just like me, healing and learning about their own psychic abilities or coming back to them. One of these women was Jennifer McDonough. I hope I pronounced that right. She goes by Thicabod Crane, and I have enjoyed her readings for a couple of years. She wrote an ebook recently called Not a Person, But a Portal. This describes some of our experience in these so-called soul ties. I believe the so-called tie is not really a cord that's holding the two of us together. I think it's a cord that's me tugging on myself. Whatever aspect of you that feels like you're pulling on someone or they're pulling on you is really just you. It's you begging yourself to get to the depths of yourself and fall in love with you. Heal all those old wounds and figure out who the hell you are without that person. In one of my crazy dreams I was having back then, I was reminded of a movie called What Dreams May Come. This movie is wild and impossible for me to describe. You'll just have to go see it. But essentially it's a husband going to the depths of hell to reach his wife. She has sunk into a deep depression and she can't get out of it, and he goes to sort of rescue her. And I felt at the time that this is what I was doing with myself. Relationship wasn't about a man. It was about all the ways that that man was triggering me and my old wounds. And then it was me being my own white knight, my own savior, and going down to the depths of hell within myself to find me and to bring her out. Every time there was some sign or synchronicity pointing to some guy, I asked myself, what is this? How can I use this? What is this really pointing to? And I discovered all kinds of old childhood shit that was triggering abandonment wounds for me. I went and found those old wounds and I felt all those feelings that I hadn't been allowed to before. Now, this is what Jennifer calls a recipe, and I began to really cook. The recipe for me was looking for what hurts and feeling those feelings. And without overthinking, just getting to the heart of what was causing all that pain. Working through that and releasing that pain in some creative way, usually with a poem, and I came out the other side. I did this hundreds of times, over and over again, and it got faster and easier. If you want to get Jennifer's book, she's offered a discount code for us. You can use Portal33 for 33% off. Even if you're not going through something spiritual along with a breakup, I think it can still help you see things in a different way. Get to the bottom of yourself and find what makes you cook.